सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या योग विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वंदे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या योग विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। सर्वेषां कृपया योग दर्शन वेदांत दर्शन द्वारेण आत्मानुभवद्वारेण मुक्तिप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्म वैदिक संस्कृतेः एव विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं विश्वशांति कल्याण एकता प्राप्त्यर्थं साधक भक्त धर्मस्थापक सेवकानां विघ्न निवारण शत्रु निर्मूलन विजय प्राप्त्यर्थं पतंजलि योग दर्शन शास्त्रस्य व्यास भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ गुरूणां स्मरणम्। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। 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 ओम पतंजलि महर्षये 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 नमः। पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। व्यास 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 महर्षये नमः। In this way, having done initial prarthanas, after doing the sankalpa, after taking the names of our Yoga Darshana Acharyas, seeking their blessings to give us such subtlety to understand this darshana, get convinced, make use of it for our own moksha. Now we will enter into our study. We have seen up to the second vritti among the five. So just for a minute, do the Parayanam. Om Atha Patanjali Yoga Darshana Shastram Pratamaha Samadhipadaha. Om Atha Yoganuशासनम् Yogaha Chittavrutti Nirodhaha Tada Drashtuhu Swarupe Avasthanam Vrittisaropyam Itaratra Vrittayah Panchatayah Klishtaha Aklishtaha प्रमाण विपर्यय विकल्प निद्रा स्मृतयः प्रत्यक्ष अनुमान आगमाः प्रमाणानि. Then second one we have seen viparyayo mithya jnanam atadrupa pratishtham. So what is the entire subject of our study? The purpose is what? Is to get moksha, kaivalya. The Kaivalya and Moksha will happen when we have Swarupa Pratishtha. What is obstructing our Swarupa Pratishtha is our Sarupyata. Our Sarupyata is with what? The Vrutthis. So as long as the Vrutthis are there, so long the Sarupyata is there. As long as Sarupyata is there, there is no Swarupa Pratishtha. As long as no Swarupa Pratishtha, there is Samsara. Clear? Every day we are discussing so that it becomes so clear to every one of us that on Dhyana Avastha or in general spiritual life, what to do, we should be without any vagueness. Pakka humko hona chahiye. Therefore, what are the two jobs of us? Vritti Nirodha and then Swarupa Pratishtha. Nirodha means not allowing the Vrittis to erupt. When the Vritti eruption is stopped, Chitta, from where the Vrittis were erupting, alone becomes Chit, the consciousness. Alone is realized as consciousness. It's so simple. When I stop my Chitta and its Vrittis, I establish in my own Swarupa. Instead of establishing my own Jnatru Swarupa or Druk Swarupa or Sakshi Swarupa, I am becoming the Antakarana Vritti Tadatya Jiva. That jiva has nothing but suffering. So is the suffering real? Yes, experienced real. Is the cause of suffering real? Is not. That's the funny thing. Is the suffering of fear real when you see the snake? Yeah. Is the cause of the suffering called snake? Is it real? No. Interesting point. Rajju Sarva Bhranti. So here also. So Vritti Sarupya is equal to Samsara. Vritti Sarupya is equal to Samsara. Vritti Sarupya is equal to Ajnana, Dukkha. Therefore, Vritti Nirodha and Swarupa Pratishtha is Moksha. Vritti Nirodha, Swarupa Pratishtha is Moksha. We have to tell it 108 times like Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Narayana. More powerful than that is this. More required than that is this. Om Namah Narayana karoge, तो he will bring us to this knowledge. Then ये knowledge को छोड़ कर Om Namah Shivaya नहीं करना चाहिए. Knowledge को practice करना. So therefore, two goals of Yoga Darshanam are Vritti Nirodha, Swarupa Pratishtha. That Vritti Nirodha is called as Samadhi. The Samadhi is called Yoga. Therefore, Yoga Chitta Nirodha Rupa Samadhi. It has two levels of Samprajnata and Asamprajnata. All that we have already exhaustively seen last few days. Now, to do the Nirodha of the Vritti, chun chun ke marna hai, which are they, we must know. Therefore, all the Vrittis that are possible in the Chitta of all beings is of 5 types. Pramana, Viparya, Vikalpa, Nidra, Smriti. Don't forget them. The Klishta, Aklishtata of these Vrittis we already told, which are caused by the Kleshas, which add to the Kleshas, which become Vasanas, which create newer Janma, they are all Klishta Vrittis. And those Vrittis, because of which the Viveka Khyati is developed, because of which the Guna are not allowed to express their nature in the form of the thoughts, that is called the Aklishta Vrittis. That again we have discussed, we keep it aside. Now, what are the 5 Vrittis we have to understand of the Chitta, and each one of them we have to eliminate. Every day one type of Vritti is dominant. That time to eliminate that type of Vritti, which type of Yoga Sadhana we must do, we should know, and we do it, then that day Vritti Nirodha is done. The effort for Swarupa Pratishtha happens little more in this way. So the Pramana, Viparyaya, Vikalpa, Nidra, Smrutayaha, Vruttayaha, Pancha Vruttayaha, the Klishtaha, Aklishtaha, Abhi. If they are all with Raga Dvesha, they are Klishta. If they are because of the Shravanam from the Guru, it is, the 4 Lakshanas already told. If that way is the cause of this Vritti, then they are called Aklishta Vrittis. Agama, Acharyopadesha, Swavichara is the Aklishta Vritti generation. They help us in Viveka Khyati, they help us in not allowing the gunas to create the Vrittis, which gives us moksha. Therefore, in the beginning, Aklishta Vrittis we have to anyway develop. Apart from that, among these Pancha Vrittis, which we have to do Nirodha, first one is Pramana Vrittis. प्रमाण क्या है? जो प्रमा को देता है. प्रमा क्या है? नॉलेज अबाउट व्हाट? एन ऑब्जेक्ट. ऑब्जेक्ट को क्या कहते हैं? प्रमेय. So the pramana are the vrittis. So vritti pramana itself is one vritti. Pramanatmaka vritti. And these vrittis are the pramanas are 3. Pratyaksha pramanam, anumana pramanam and agama pramanam. We have seen all of that. Pratyaksha pramana vritti is that where through the indriyas the chitta goes, takes position, and that chitta vritti, having the object in its womb, is illuminated by chaitanyam. Therefore it is known. That reflection Siddhabhaya is called as knower. Pratyaksha pramana vritti Vyasa. Then anumana pramana vritti, we have seen inferential knowledge. Vritti is jnanam, don't forget. There is a smoke, therefore there must be a fire. So that is seen, the anumana pramana. Or the moon was there 6 hours back, moon is here now 6 hours after, therefore moon moved. That the movement is not seen, but it is inferred. But the knowledge has happened in the vritti. There's no doubt. Nobody required. You yourself can, through the inference, have the knowledge. That if the moon was there 6 hours back, if it's here, means definitely moved. Because an object, if shifts it one place to the other, it can't be without movement. That's a common sense. That common sense is there, but you have not seen the moon. Therefore, the common sense called Pratyaksha Pramana, helping us for inferring the knowledge that the moon moved in that way. So a train was in one place, after 6 hours, another place. You have not seen the train, but you know inherently that it has moved. How did he do? Inference. What's the inference there? An object, if it is one place at one time, going to other place, it must have moved. So the knowledge, vritti gained in us is called the Anumana Pramana. Third one was the Aptavakya Agama Pramana, like when Guru, his own experience of Pratyaksha or Anumana, when he uses Shabdas to convey it to me, exactly when I understand what he says, that is called the Agama Pramana to me. This how in three ways the Pramana happens for the Prama of the Pramiti. But all of that also are Vrutthis. And we are lost throughout the day in this Pramana of the Vrutthis of the Pramana only. दिन भर इसी में busy रहते हैं. That's what we said just towards the end of Vedantic class also. And here the Agama Pramana mein Guru and his teachings are essential. Our Shraddha on him is essential. In him, his Anubhuti, his Jnanam, his Karuna to teach us are essential. That has to be known, very important, because then only the Agama Pramana Vritti will happen in the Shrota. You don't have Shraddha in me, that Agama Pramana Vritti will not happen in you. And if I also don't teach you thoroughly understanding and studying, then also instead of giving you the Agama Pramana Vritti, which is the means for the Prama, I will only confuse you. That is why Shrotriya Brahmanishta Guru Tadviti Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya Upadekshante Jnanam Kon Jnaninaha Tattvadarshinaha. He should have the Jnani, Shrotriya, Tattvadarshi, Brahmanishta. Only to that Guru when we go, that the knowledge is easily gathered by us. Easily, effortlessly. But we remember or not, again it is in our hands. We use it or not. स्पष्ट रूप से will give ज्ञानम. We understand also. प्रमा हो जाता है, लेकिन साधना हमको खुद को करना है. After this we saw the viparya vritti. What is viparya vritti? Viparyaha mithya jnanam. What is the pratishtha for the mithya jnanam? Atadrupa. Atadrupa pratishtha mithya jnana eva viparya vritti. That also we have to eliminate. So the contradictory knowledge. The avidya is called in Vedanta. We have explained exhaustively. Tattvasya agrahanam in Vedanta is called as the non-apprehension of the thing as it is called as atadrupa in this yoga bhasha. Then after the non-apprehension, tattvasya agrahanam, it doesn't stop there. Immediately the anyata agrahanam happens of the same tattva. This is called as misapprehension. Is here called as mithya jnanam. Put together is a prama created in us. Sorry, a vritti is created in us. That vritti is called as mithya jnanam. That's our viparya vritti. So viparya is that vritti. Vritti every time is a jnanam, wherein the means of that vritti happening is the atadrupa pratishtam and mithya jnanam. All these examples of snake and rope, shell and silver, sthanu purusha, they all talk about the mithya jnanam only, which is based on atatrupam. Put together is called as viparya vritti. And as we said yesterday, all our jiva bhavam, samsaram, everything is viparya only. The actual self is not known. Instead of the self, we are taking ourselves the not self as the self. So the adhyatmika viparya vritti and in general world also viparya vritti. You know, that you have not explained the thing to me, whatever it is. Therefore, it has not known to me. That's called as atadrupa. Then I imagine according to my own mind. That's called mithya jnanam. So that understanding, therefore, I have about you is viparya. Viparya vritti. In all the gadabad, इसलिए होता है viparya से. Either the person has not revealed or we are not accepting in both ways. Either you didn't tell me or even if you tell, I did not accept it that way, then I imagine my own way. That's called viparyam, with both ways. The child will not tell why he did not do homework. Then the teacher imagines in her own reason that this fellow is lazy, etc. Then that thought in her, teacher, whoever it is, called as viparya vritti. Even the child says, Madam, I was not well, maybe teacher may not accept. She will have her own. Therefore विपर्य में अनुमान को भी डाल दिया. Anumana, the doubt also is viparya vritti only. Anumana. She doesn't accept. No, no, no. बताओ तुम्हारा मेडिकल रिसिप्ट कौन से डॉक्टर पास का है बताओ. I'll call him and find. All that she, but no, madam, and Nani only gave me the medicine. Or I took medicine myself. Therefore, I could not do the homework. She will have, may not agree to that. She may be doing agranam of the tattva by choice, and she may do anyata agranam. In this world, how much ever you are truthful to people. If they want to accept, they will. If they don't want, they won't. If they want to misunderstand, misunderstand. Like all the Christians, Islamists, how much ever you tell about the glory of Hinduism, they are fixed in their Viparya Jnanam, Viparya Vritti. You can't change them. That's it. Therefore, the half job is done from our side when we tell the Tattva as it is. Then through this Tattva Shravanam, will they make the correct Jnanam or the Viparya? Let it be theirs. We are not incurring any sin. सत्य बोल दो आपका ना पाप चला जाता है. If you don't tell and if you hide it, it is a ghora papam. Because you are not given a chance for the other person to understand. Viparya. Neither we should carry viparya. Ask the person, please tell me the truth. Nor we make others to have viparya by ourselves telling the reason whatever. Is it not? So in general we are telling. So viparya is what? A vritti. What vritti? Mithya jnana vritti. What is the basis for that? Atadrupa. What is atadrupa? Tasya rupa tadrupa. Thing as it is that's rupa. Atadrupa is thing is not seen as it is atadrupa. Then in that place something else is seen is called viparya. Because of these two put together is called what happens in our vritti, chitta vritti, that vritti is called viparya vritti. So, what is rope is seen as rope seen as rope is tadrupam. Rope not seen as rope is called atadrupam. Rope seen as snake is called as mithya jnanam. Put together is called viparya. All of us are the victims of viparya. In fact, mind you, all indriyas, antakarana, they are giving us viparya vritti only. Therefore, if you want the truth as it is, you have to transcend them. प्रमाण जितना भी है ना वो अपना रंग डाल ही देते हैं. Then you don't have the pure knowledge. Therefore, you want to have the pure thing, you have to transcend all upadhis, by the way. So, two things we have seen. Pramana, vritti, viparya, vritti. Now comes the third one, the vikalpa vritti. It is very detailed, but very beautiful. But if it clicks, very, very interesting, very subtle. Vyasa Bhashyam is very, very exhaustive, very nice. Now, viparyaha, sorry, ho gaya. Third one, shabda jnananupati, vastu shunyo, vikalpaha, shabda jnananupati, vastu shunyo, shabda jnananupati, vastu shunyo, vikalpaha. So, in the Bhashyam, first, why this vikalpa vritti is not pramana vritti or viparya vritti is told. Thereafter, what is vikalpa? Explained. Vikalpa vritti ka detailed explanation. Good. Earlier also we saw why when this pramana also is a vritti, viparya also vritti, why the viparya is called as viparya, why it is not a pramana, because both are vrittis. We gave the explanation yesterday. Viparya is a separate vritti from pramana because when the proper pramana is brought, that viparya vritti disappears. Viparya vritti is snake. But when you bring the proper pramana of the torch and all, you see it, that viparya that it was snake, badhita ho gaya uska. In technical word, in Vedanta and Yoga, all of that, that which under another condition goes away is called as badhita. Which never goes away at any condition is called abadhita. So the viparya is a badhita vritti. Therefore, it is not pramana vritti. When pramana is abadhita vritti. प्रमाण परमानेंटली रहता है, विपर्य चला जाता है, इसलिए प्रमाण अलग विपर्य अलग। हालांकि दोनों वृत्तियां हैं और दोनों ज्ञान दे रहे। ओके, तो हियर यू आर सीइंग द रोप एज रोप, it is the pratyaksha pramana vritti or pramana vritti and abadita. But here also you are seeing rope but as snake, but that also is knowledge, but this is not pramana, it is viparya, because when you put a torch here the snake goes away। बाधित होने के कारण ये अलग है, और अलग होने के कारण इसको अलग नाम दिया, अलग नाम विपर्य दिया। विपर्य नाम इसलिए दिया क्योंकि जो है वो नहीं दिख रहा है, जो नहीं है वो दिख रहा है। जो नहीं है वो नहीं दिख रहा है इज इक्वल टू तद्रूपा, एंड प्रतिष्ठित ऑन दैट जो नहीं है वो दिख रहा है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज मिथ्या ज्ञानम। दैट टुगेदर इज विपर्य। नाउ हियर फर्स्ट we will literally see, and the explanation also we see of the third vikalpa vritti. Vikalpaha, what is that? Shabda jnana anupati vastu shunya vritti vikalpa। Remember, basically we are talking about the vrittis in the chitta। चित्त में वृत्तियां किस किस प्रकार के होते हैं और कैसे बनते हैं, बनकर ऐसे होते हैं वो। So in the third vritti called vikalpa, what is a very interesting thing? The vritti is formed, the knowledge happens, some peculiar knowledge, based on what? Shabda and Shabdas jnana। शब्द के अर्थ के कारण एक ज्ञान बनता है अंदर वृत्ति का, बट करस्पॉन्डिंगली it is not discussing about an object। Therefore, objectless knowledge in the chitta as a vritti is called as vikalpa vritti। Shabda is there because of Shabda jnana happened, but it is not referring to any object। Vastu shunyata, it is not referring to an object, but knowledge is gained, and for that the Shabda is used। So शब्द ज्ञान को फॉलो करते हुए शब्दार्थ ज्ञान को जो वृत्ति अंदर बनता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड विकल्प, एंड इन दैट देयर इज नो रेफरेंस टू एनी ऑब्जेक्ट मेंशन्ड। Very interesting. Shabda Jnana Anupati Vastu Shunya Vikalpa. First point. We have not seen it with Vyasa Bhashyam. We are going to see. Before that, why this Vikalpa is not a Pramana Vritti or Viparya Vritti? Why it is mentioned as separate when then that is also a Vritti? अब वे चित्त है उसमें वृत्तियां है, सबको वृत्ति कह दो। Why you are naming differently? If you name them differently, there must be some reason. What is the reason? So the reason is so direct and simple that the vikalpa is not pramana because of the obvious definition that in the pramana, whether it is pratyaksha or anumana or agama, there should be vastu, substantial. But in the vikalpa, there is no vastu. Therefore, the vikalpa vritti and the pramana vritti are not same. Clearly explained. Here vastu is zarurat hai और यहाँ वस्तु शून्यता है, totally opposite। And what is the difference and why it is called not called as viparaya vritti? See, the vikalpa vritti, though vastu is not there, but the vritti or that prama, that knowledge never goes. It is permanent. Whereas the viparaya jnanam or viparaya vritti, when the valid pramana, means of knowledge are brought, it has gone away। The pramana, viparya vritti chala jata hai ki nahi when pramana comes, but the vikalpa vritti doesn't go। Because of this reason, the vikalpa is not the viparya. And the why vikalpa is not pramana? Because for the pramana vritti you have to have an object. For a vikalpa vritti you need not have an object. Shabda jnana anupati, shabda is enough। And when you see the examples and we can pierce through the example na, you will enjoy that understanding। ऐसा भी होता है क्या? अरे भाई ऐसा ही होता है। And this vikalpa is such a beautiful thing, both ways। Entire life of our samsara is only as vikalpa, and what disturbs us on the seat of meditation is only the vikalpa। Understood? Then entire Vedantic explanation or scriptural explanation about the Paramatma, all of them are again the vikalpa only। We suffer because of vikalpa and we are liberated again because of vikalpa। Interesting point it is. And what is this? Beautifully, sana pramana uparohi na vipare uparohi cha vastu shunyatve api shapta jnana mahatma nibandana vyavahara drishyate tadyatha chaitanyam purushasya swarupam iti yada chitireva purushaha tada kimatra kena vyapadishyate भवति च व्यपदेशे वृत्तिः यथा चैत्रस्य गौः इति वा तथा प्रतिषिद्ध वस्तु धर्म निष्क्रियः पुरुषः तिष्ठति बाणः स्थास्यति स्थितः इति गति निवृत्तौ धातु अर्थमात्रं गम्यते तथा अनुत्पत्ति धर्म पुरुष इति उत्पत्ति धर्मस्य अभावमात्रम् अवगम्यते न पुरुषान्वयी धर्मः तस्माद् विकल्पितः स धर्मः तेन च अस्ति व्यवहारः इति. I need 45 minutes to explain it. We will take it up. Pramana Viparya are clear. Now Vikalpa Vritti, one more day we take, we will explain. Three beautiful examples are given. Then the natural thing which we all love it, Nidra, also is a Vritti. We will discuss this one day. Then comes the Smriti. With this, what are the five Vrittis of which we have to do the Nirodha is listed out and explained. Now, how to do the Nirodha? The sadhanas begins from the 12th sutra onwards. Not difficult to understand, but very difficult to do because we make it difficult. If we can make it easier, it can be made easier. Let's see all that also. Sarvam Sri Patanjali Adi Samasta Yoga Darshanacharya Charanarvindaramanamastu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Today and every day we are repeating the initial thoughts only for us to have the clear understanding. So you can also add little of mananam, it will definitely help in understanding. Thank you. God bless you all. Hari Om. Detana Kafi.